Hey guys, for this week's Ridge Resources, we're completing chapter 1 of Revelation. Really going through 9 to the end of chapter 1, verse 9 to the end of chapter 1. And this passage is really focused on Jesus Christ, the Son of Man, and really some beautiful pictures that are created around him. Now, it automatically raises the question, is what John is seeing literal, or is it symbolic and figurative? Is he describing it symbolically? And the reality is, I think it's hard for us to depict and to understand, but I think it can be both. I really do. I think it can be literal, that yes, this is actually what John saw, but yes, that it also has incredible ties and connections to the symbolism listed throughout the Old Testament as well as other apocalyptic literature. I think there's a lot for us to learn here, and I actually heard this quote the other day, and I love it. If you're invited to a Bible study to study Revelation, the first question you should ask is this: do I need my Old Testament? Do I need the Old Testament in order for us to study Revelation? And if the person responds and says, no, you don't need that, don't worry about it, then you should look at them and say, I think I'm going to spend my time playing golf or twiddling my fingers. Because we can't truly understand the depth of Revelation without our Old Testament. This is a silly story and a silly example, but I do kind of love it because I think it does bring to light the importance of our Old Testament when we're reading Revelation. And the symbolism that is found in these passages is powerful. And so what does that lead us to? What does that drive us to? And ultimately, I think it pretty simply drives us to this. How does reading this passage impact our viewpoint of who Jesus Christ is? How does it impact our viewpoint of who Jesus Christ is? You know, sometimes we view Jesus as this weak, mild, mannered individual, but when we read this passage, I see a powerful, passionate, fear-inspiring, loving, caring, I see so much in Christ that I want to worship and that I also have to sort through and process as far as an image that I'm formulating. I think it also then challenges us to ask ourselves, how does that impact my life? How does that impact my everyday life? What I do, how I act, how I conduct myself. How is Christ at the center? And if Christ is at the center of my life, how does that impact how I treat and respond to others? So there's a lot for us to get into there, and there will be a lot of things that we're going to be unpacking. I'm excited about that, and I would encourage you guys, take the time to read through this passage and then take the time to study the connecting passages and the correlations made throughout the Old Testament as well as other portions of apocalyptic literature. So have a great rest of your day.